organized. Um, Community Quilters is actually a nonprofit group located in Missouri. We're a registered nonprofit for the state. We actually had a few of our members cleaned out some of their things. And so I'm just going to sell them before anybody has a chance to go through them and take out some of the good stuff. And I think you guys know how it works when you're in a quilt guild and you have the table for sharing. And then whatever's left from the table of sharing is what I usually sell here as like donated goods. However, before it went to the table of sharing, they actually brought it to my house. Florida Georgia Girl, I know I'm not usually on during the week, and that's because we got kind of a nice donation. And I wanted to see if anyone on here would like some of it before we actually put it on the share table. So, and we have everything from, there were some pre-cuts in there from a line called Union Square. Um, there's, I saw this in there. I couldn't believe that somebody would give that up, but it is 3 yards of Country Mouse, which I believe is Heather Ross. So there's just some cute things. There's some traditional things. Um, Here back here is like a really cool moda that's like a from Cadence is the line. Um, so we've got a little bit of everything, a lot of different styles in here. There's actually one piece of batik. Um, and then a lot of things are still wrapped in the plastic. I'm assuming our friends like to order from Missouri Star Quilt Company out of Hamilton, Missouri, because these are all in Missouri Star packaging. Um, so I'm selling these as used. They are pre-owned. These did not come from the quilt shop. These actually came from um, a donation that came in through our nonprofit organization, Community Quilters. We make quilts and we hand them out to people. And the money that we make on these shows, we actually give part of it to the people who donated the fabric. And it's usually just like a gift card or just something to say thank you. And then we use it to buy batting, pay for quilting on some of our quilts if we need it, because we don't have enough people quilting. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started just because the sooner we get started, the sooner we'll get done. So this is a vintage piece. It's older. I could just tell by the selvage. But it is like a cheater print. Let me see if I can get a measurement on it. I'm usually at a quilt shop where we have like tons and tons of room, and not as much room here. So there's about 3 yards of it. Let me set it right here, and it's a cheater print. According to the selvage, it is. Let's see. I'll show you what it looks like. It's Fabric Traditions. I guess it's not that old. It's 2022. It looked older. NTT Incorporated, 100% cotton. Like I said, it's a nice cheater print. It just has a bunch of really nice bright colors on it, fun colors on it. Hopefully you can see everything on there. Um, and I'm just going to go ahead and run it. I do sell by the yard. There's 3 yards of this. So if the first yard sells, we'll sell the second, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and run this, see if anybody would like to grab it. I do sudden death just because it's a little faster. Um, we'll just see what happens. We'll keep it at sudden death if we need to. It just makes things faster for me anyway. But I hope everyone's having a nice Monday. It was like the end of vacations for everybody. So everyone was back at work and like everyone was just a little bit cranky. That's the best way to say it. Second yard of this is running now. I think we all had a case of the Mondays. But it was like the worst Mondays. And then we do have a third yard, so I'm going to go ahead and run the third yard. And like Jackson's Grammy, you got the first two. I'll cut those continuous, so you'll get a 2 yard cut. I actually think there might be a little more than 3 on this, so I'll just kind of split that up between whoever wins, or just send you the whole piece. How's that? We can always do it that way. Sweet. I do not detect any odors or smells on any of these fabric. Some of them I noticed kind of gave off a little odor of lavender. I don't know if it's because somebody sprayed them with lavender scent, but so this is called Raindrops. It's from Blank Quilting. It is lime green. It's lime green and it's got little raindrops on it. Will it focus? And hopefully there's a light right here, so hopefully you can tell that it's a pretty lime green, and then it's got these little uh, drops on it. So we're just going to go ahead and run it a yard at a time. First yard sells, we'll sell the next one. If not, we'll put it away. Because she green. I had someone the other day ask me for green fabric, and of course I couldn't find any for nothing. And then this shows up. Like, and you know I can't remember who it was. Just no way. Okay. Here's another multi. This one doesn't have a. This is wrapped in plastic as well, whoever they bought it from, but there's into it. Okay, it's a Wilmington print. See if it gives us the name of the line somewhere. And they have it folded like it was slid off of a bolt. Susan Wingate. I remember that designer. Coastal Sanctuary. And then, like I said, there appears to be 3 yards here, but I'm going to double check that. Yeah, there's 3. Just a really cute sailboat print. And it is a Susan Wingate, so if you know, you know, I guess. We're just going to run that. It's just $8 for the yard. If the first yard sells, we'll run the others. Next up, we have another Susan Wingate. I'm going to guess it's part of this line because the colors match. But it's just a nice blue, purple, kind of different colors in it. And that's running yard. It's just $8. And if that sells, we'll run the next one. If not, we'll move on. Okay. This is called Cozy Plaid. It might look like it's a flannel or something. It is not. It's just a printed fabric with little plaid things on it. It's just $8 for the yard if you'd like a yard of it. It looks like there's 2 yards here, so if that one sells, we'll do another one. But it is called Cozy Plaid, and it's a Michael Miller fabric. And I can't figure out where the sweet spot is for this screen. Let's do these guys. These are some pre-cuts that were in there. It looks like somebody had planned. So there is a layer cake from Union Square by Moda. And then there was also these 2 charm packs. So these are the 5-inch charm packs. There's 2 of them. I'm going to run them one at a time. Any apron panels? I don't have any here, but we usually sell from a quilt shop, and they do have apron panels. I know they have one that's like a barbecue themed. Um, so if you catch my show again, I can probably get you some because usually I'm there. Um, Anyway, just gonna run this charm pack. Just $8 if anybody wants it. It's too far away to set it up there. And Jackson's cramming. We got you for the first charm pack. And then we're going to run the second charm pack in case anybody would like that one. And Jackson's cramming. You got that one as well. And then just to blow your mind, this is actually a layer cake of the same line, the Union Square line. If you're doing red, white, and blue 4th of July type quilts, good one. Normally, I think these are like $50, but guess what? We're running it for $8. So if any of you would like a layer cake, now's your chance. I do have capped shipping as well. So once you get to the $9.22 shipping, it costs $0 after that. So Jackson's Grammy, you got that one as well. Let's grab some more back to yardage. Nice little break. This appears to be a Wilmington as well. I felt bad breaking into all these packages. Probably just wrap your stuff back up to mail it. This is a Wilmington as well. This is, let me see if I can find the selvage. Because you know I'm a sucker for selvage. Lisa Audit is the designer. And the line is called Sunflower Sweet. And it is a diagonal stripe on the fabric. So we're going to go ahead and run that guy. If anybody wants to grab him, he's just $8 for the yard. And it looks like there are 2 yards there. So if the first one sells, we'll run the second. Yeah, I can actually like send you images and things like that. So if you want to, we can always like set you up a thing and then buy it now or something. This is another Wilmington, it looks like. Nice blue. Yeah. Wilmington prints. It's Lisa Audit as well, so it matches the one that you just saw. And it just looks like blue clouds on the fabric. Next, this is another Lisa Audit. This one is just the yellow version of the blue that you just saw. I'm not going to take it out of the package. And it's just $8 if anybody needs a yard. It's just a nice kind of a yellow stripe. Let's see if I can get this light to cooperate, not be so blindy. Well, next time we'll have to take the plastic off, won't we? So this is a Riley Blake. It is Melissa Mortensen. Show it here. Melissa Mortensen of the Polka Dot Chair, and it's Hush 2. And this is from 2022. And it's just a sweet kind of a white background that's got some little, are those giraffe marks? I don't even know, but they're blue. So probably not technically giraffe, but just $8 for the yard. There's 2 yards here. So if one sells, we'll go to the next one. In the same vein, I sniff a theme. We now have turquoise polka dots. And this particular one, it's also Wilmington. Somebody liked Wilmington. Let's see if I could find the designer. I want to unfold it carefully. Wilmington Prints, all rights reserved. It's just called Essentials by Wilmington Print. And so it's a white background, and then it's got these turquoise blue dots that are kind of random all over it. If anyone would like some of that, it's just $8 for the yard. Next up, another polka dot. Ready? This is also a Wilmington. This is Essentials as well, except this one has kind of a, I don't know if you could see it here. It's almost a very light mint background, and then it's got all the multicolored dots on it. Florida Georgia Girl, we got you for a yard of that. And since there's another yard there, I'm going to run the second yard just in case anyone wants to grab it or if you want it. It is not flannel. This is just regular quilting cotton. It does. And I've seen it like a lot of places. I've seen it as quilted cotton, like, or as flannel. But no, it's a quilting cotton. Um, Next. Now this one, I'm not sure. It feels a little different to me. Like, I don't know if there is such a thing as like a shirt weight to make like a Magnum PI shirt, but it feels like it's been washed. Um, just feeling it. And oh, and it's also a Joanne. That might be why it feels that way. So this one, I don't know how many yards are here. There's at least a couple yards here. I'm gonna run the whole thing for $8. You're gonna get the whole 2 yard chunk. Um, right though, doesn't it look like a shirt that Magnum PI would wear? But you're gonna get at least 2 yards. I think it might be a little more than that, but um, we'll just go ahead and run it for the $8. So you're gonna get the whole piece. Because I'm showing my age and everybody else's at the same time. Oh, here's another that's Hush 3, but this one is Darling. It's got little lemons on it. Is this light too bright? Is that the problem? I got one of those ot lights, that's supposed to like make everything daylight. Well, that's not bright enough. We'll try that because that looks more like what the fabric looks like. Um, but this, see, it's a white background. It's got these really cute lemons on it. And the line on the selvage is called Hush 3. It works good for me because I'm old and so I like the bright light, but it's kind of washing things out here. But this guy's running if you want a yard of it. It's just $8. Next I have something that's kind of weird. I didn't realize what it was until I just looked at the label. Um, this obviously came from Missouri Star Quilt Company. It's still wrapped in the plastic. There's 3 yards of it, but it's their Quilt Town Quilt Star cheater print. I'm sure they still have it on their website. I can't imagine they wouldn't still be selling their own branded fabric. but we've got it here too now. You can get everything on Whatnot. And I have to look at the selvage because I'm kind of weird like that. But it's just a cool little cheater print. I don't know how else to. And it actually has on the. I'm sure it was made by Robert Kaufman, but Quilt Town, Missouri Quilt Company, and then their selvage has cute little houses on it. It's a cute little cheetah print. I fold it up so it actually fits on the screen. But it's got these nice big stars in it. I'm going to say that those are the Missouri stars. And then they've got this, like, they're fake flying geese and fake. It's kind of funny. But that's running if anybody would like some of it. The colors in it are pretty good. I don't say so myself. Um, oh, welcome, Miranda. I haven't recognized your name, so welcome. We got you for a yard of that, and then we're going to run a second yard, and there's 3 here. So, and then we'll just run the 3rd yard, see if we can clean it out. Okay. Next, this is another cheater. This one's actually way softer than the one from Missouri Star. It's 2021 Choice Fabrics. I'm going to turn this so you can see what I'm reading. 2021 Choice Fabrics, galleryfab.com. And then there's this cute little thing that says Quilt Shop Only. And then gallery is written like real fancy right there. It says there's 4 yards here. I kind of open it up so you can see. It's pastel colors, but it appears to be a grandmother's flower garden, if you guys remember those. Um, it appears to be a cheater print of a grandmother's flower garden. Like you could see this is the middle, and then the things go around it. And then here's another middle with your petals going around it. Here's another middle with petals. So just a sweet cheater fabric would make a great backing. And we're just going to run that guy, see if anybody would like to take it home. Okay, Jackson's Grammy, we got you for a yard. We'll run the second yard. Miranda, got you for a yard. Run the third. Okay, Jackson's Grammy, we'll get you for a third, and then we'll run the final yard, since it appears there are 4 yards here. Thank you very much, ladies. Next up, this one's weird. I shouldn't say weird. It's really pretty. Like, see how it's good? And these are small. These are like an inch. And then here, this is like a 2-inch square. But it's just a repeater of these fabulous, I'm going to say they're like Bohemian tiles or something. The selvage is really wide, which makes me think that this is custom printed. Like somebody ordered this. And I don't see anything on the selvage. I didn't see any receipts with it. Like, I didn't see anything. But just, oh, I just found something. Never mind. Funsewing.com. Here's the code on it. 100% cotton, so at least we know that part. But it looks like a custom piece because see how it's got a selvage along the bottom and then it's got white on the side? It's like somebody sent it, had it printed. And I don't see anything weird. Like I thought, you know, are there marijuana leaves in it? Like, because sometimes when you have custom printed things, they have like, uterus is printed in it somewhere or, like that kind of looks like a dog bone. And so you never really know what somebody was making or trying to hide inside of their fabric. But I just thought this was really pretty. Um, it's not like soft like some of the other cottons that we've had, because it does seem like it was like a custom printed fabric. But it is very pretty. So if anybody's interested, that guy's running. If anybody wants a yard, it's just a little bit of a different fabric. I wasn't really sure. Next, this teased me, thought it was a batik and it's not. This is from South Sea Imports SSI. Um, Basically kids stuff by Cheryl Stroke, licensed to SSI. This is a full yard and it's just a really cool uh, light, tealy blue and dark blue. And it just makes a nice little square. Hmm. Whoever this was, they had a really big problem with 3-yard cuts. They loved their 3-yard cuts. Whoever they are, they love their 3-yard cuts. Next up, this is a boutique. It's like a red boutique, and then it's got these gold highlights in it, and you can actually see it going up the fabric, the different where it highlights into the different golds. Very sunset-like fabric. If we flip it open, we have the golds actually turn a little green on this spot. There is no selvage information, which I know there usually isn't on a boutique, but I don't know why this feels hand dyed to me, but I could be wrong and I don't know what brand this could possibly be. But it is a boutique. It is the same front and back. You could use either side, even though I know people say there is a front and back. But this is running if anybody would like a yard of it. If you're looking for some red and gold, they got you covered there. And then, um, we'll get to these in a second. These look like tulip pink, right? This is all tulip pink. They're like little tulip pink squares. Someone was gonna make something. And they appear to be 5x5, but they're not in a like a. They obviously cut these themselves. They didn't come from the manufacturer. But we'll get to these in just a second. I just saw them laying there, got all excited because I like the bright colors. Um, if anybody likes this guy, this is a beautiful fabric. It's very rich. It's 100% cotton screen print. It's Binartex, and it's called Winter and Holiday Jewels by Amanda Murphy, one of my favorite quilters. Look how pretty that is. I wouldn't have thought it was a holiday until I read because it's blue, but hey, it is what it is. But here's the yard of this if anybody would like a yard of the cool holiday. Oops. Cool holiday print. Dark blue background, light blue florets. And then I'm going to see if this one underneath is the same or different. Because it doesn't it feel the same, like it feels similar. Excuse me while I dig for selvages, which I don't think this guy has one wide enough to write anything on. Huh. Oh, found it. It's a Joanne. M. Lisa Ray Hawley for Joanne. Called Simply Elegant. And it is. It's very elegant. Definitely not the same as I thought. Not Amanda Murphy. Just a big old star on it. Grab it if you want it, y'all. Oh, that's weird. There's a salvage pack in there. Might have to go grab the other box, but one for that one. Um, and then this one I thought was really pretty. This is Cadence, from Moda. Crystal Manning was the designer, and it's another of those cheater prints that are absolutely stunning. If you look up the print, it's got all these different fabrics in it, and it just looks like a bunch of squares and blocks together. Would make a great backing. It's really pretty. So we'll run that, guys, see if anybody would like a yard of it. There's multiple yards here, so if the first one sells, we'll run another one. Jolie, welcome. Thank you for your purchase. I don't recognize your name, but it didn't say that you were a first-time buyer, so maybe I'm just getting too old. I'm running a second yard of this if anybody would like another yard. Let me measure this to make sure I estimate it correctly. There's one, two, there's 4 yards. So we can run it again for those of you, especially if you want to. This is just another edge of it, especially if you're wanting to do like a backing or something. So run it one more time. Well, we'll probably run it 2 more times if this one sells. Good, Georgia girl. Thank you. Second time. Okay. And then running this final time. See if anybody would like the last yard. Hey. Let's do this one just because it's the one of the few ones we have left that's bagged like this. So there's 3 yards of it. It is Country Mouse, which I'm pretty sure is Heather Ross. So if you know any Heather Ross fans, good time to get them a gift. And it is Country Mouse. Well, it actually doesn't say Heather Ross, but why wouldn't it say Heather Ross? Oh, it is. Okay, here it is. Sorry. My fat hand was in the way. But this is Country Mouse. This is the one that kind of looks like a patchwork. I guess the theme tonight is uh, backing, like cheater prints you could use for backing. So that's rented. It's just 80 yard if anybody would like a yard of that. And I do have 3 yards. So if anybody needs multiples, we can help you out. Surprising. Heather Ross. Everyone loves Heather Ross. We have these guys in our buy it now. These are Free Spirit selvage packs. So each one of these is about a half a pound. This particular one happens to have tulip pink fabrics inside of it. Um, they're about 2 inches wide on this particular one. All of them are different. If you buy one from the Buy It Now, you do get like a random one that I pull. But if anybody wants this exact one, um, just to make sure everybody's awake, I'm going to run it for $8. So if anybody needs a Tulip Pink Selvage Pack, that's $16 in the store. It's running now. And Jolie got it. I guarantee people will be very upset if they find that out. There was another show selling these. They had a lot more people in their show than I do. But they were selling them for like blues and grays. I don't, maybe. Hold on. I might have them, but I don't know if they might not be tulip pink. Um, yeah. It's really blues and grays, but here's some selvages. This looks like it's Cafe on the bottom. Yeah, like other shows were selling them and they got bid up to like $40 and I was like, dude, I'm selling them for 16 and can't sell them. Like, what the hell? But here's one that's just, and then here's another one that's got some blues, but it's got like the pinky kind of stuff. So not one that's like exclusively grays and blues, unfortunately. And then we do have some that came through. So if anybody's looking for polka dots, we've got like a whole collection of polka dots. Was this the first one? I think this was the first one. This is Untamed Tulip Pink, and then this is like a one from Cave. And yeah, these are the actual, like this side, this one has printed selvage on it. And then this one's just like the edge that they printed to. So if anybody's ever been like, man, I wish I could make a polka dot quilt, someone was going to do it. Oh, both the packs for 30? Yeah. These two? Sure. Sure, sure. I think you've ordered enough that you might be on free shipping, but I better update the weight because sometimes Sometimes whatnot makes me nervous. Okay, those 2 packs running now, 30 bucks. And unfortunately, I ran it for 30 seconds, so we can just sit here and talk amongst ourselves until it runs out. Because sometimes I do that. Well, I hope you make something fabulous with these. Because they're really fun. I've made quilts out of them. Like, I've sewed them together like a yeah, I'll run the polka dots. I'll just drop them right on there when we're done with that. Oh my God, long ass 30 seconds. It was so long. Surprised you guys didn't just leave and be like, what the hell? Polka dots. These, I believe these are each a yard a piece. I'm going to check though. Some are a little older. Here's a big polka dot. And then these are just some, yeah, these are more vintage looking fabrics. Let's see if there's any more polka dots over there before I give up on the polka dots. Boom. Someone have big plans. Big plans. Because some of these like actually match. Did I? Yeah. Here's the green one that goes with it. I know these aren't full polka dots, but holy crap, is this not cute? It's Amy Butler, Midwest Modern from Rowan Fabrics. So it is a little older. And we've actually got 3 colorways of this one. We've got pink, we've got gray, and we've got kind of a yellow. So if these fabrics speak to you, we'll go ahead and run those. They're about a yard a piece. If anybody wants the green first. Thank you for grabbing those, Jolene, earlier. Appreciate it. It's a yard. Oh, haha, Jolie. Look what I did. I didn't reset my thing. Hmm. Thank you for noticing, because I would have been like, how come no one wants this? I'm glad you asked too. I hope I would have noticed here in a second. Because that would have been not like funny, haha, but like funny, weird. I just like to see if y'all are on your toes, paying attention, listening. Oops. Let's see if I can run it for less than 30 seconds and at the proper price. Look at me go. I knew Florida Georgia girl would appreciate this. I love Amy Butler, and I bet if I would have seen this before I pulled it out of the box, I probably would have kept it, quite frankly. First one goes to Miss Florida Georgia girl. Now we're going to do pink. Same line, Midwest Modern, Amy Butler, except this one's just in pink. Well, I'm glad you looked over and noticed, because I would have been like, why isn't anybody buying anything? Here's the gray version. That one's running. Florida Georgia girl, thank you. And then here's the kind of a green. Yellow? Is it yellow and green? It's really hard to tell with me. But thank you, Florida Georgia Girl. All these are coming your way. Now this guy is just a big ass polka dot. Does he have a... He's got his cell. Oh, we can kind of see it. He's Michael Miller. Disco dot. Um, and this background, it's reading a little brown, like opposed to black. Reading a little brown. And that guy's running. He's about a yard. You have this dot. It looks like it's got some really useful colors in it. This one also a yard. Yeah, a little more actually. This one is, notice there's the matching stripe underneath. This is 2012 Riley Blake. It is Flutter by whoever this person is. The Quilted Fish, that does not sound appealing, but that's what they did. So here is, actually, this one is not the same brand. It's a Free Spirit. Anyway, orange stripe. If anyone has just been dying for an orange stripe, boom. We get you covered. And then it's even got a little green in it just to keep you on your toes. Here's the Free Spirit one, but this one doesn't feel like it's as big. Yeah, this little guy's only a half yard. But it is, I don't know, you can tell by looking at the selvage, it's a little older, but it's Heather Bailey for Free Spirit. And since she's just a half a yard, I'm going to rent it for $4 and see if any of you guys would like a little $4 half yard of Heather Bailey. Jolie, got it? Got it, got it. And here's a Michael Miller. The big fat dots. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, no way, that's a yard. And then I measure it and I'm like, totally a yard. Big fat dots. It feels like an older fabric. Still quality, but older. It's a Michael Miller disco dot. So same as the other one. Do you have this one too? But it is like a brown. And these little circles, the disco dots, they're like a light pink. I think it's trying to make you think it's white, but it's not. It's totally light pink. But I'm going to pile this with the other one. That way we have them together. Now we're on to the dot dots. This one appears to be Michael Miller, and it's called To Dot. It is purple and pink. Just some cool dots, purple and pink. And then next up is what appears to be pink and yellow. Pink and yellow dots. Is this Michael Miller too? Let me verify that. I can't see it on this selvage for some reason. It's folded 100 times. But this was running in case anyone needs the pink with the yellow. And then next up is teal with yellow. I feel like I need to make something with this. Just everything matches so perfectly. Yeah, that's funny. It's called To Dot. We'll run a yard of this guy if anybody needs it. Here's another Michael Miller. Oh, how rude. Look at the name of that one. Dumb Dot. But it's just a light blue, like a pale blue with black dots. They're doing like, yeah. Like, but it actually is the bee. Really? Oh, here's another Amy Butler. Midwest Modern. Does it match the other ones? Not really. I mean, it's the same line. It matches this one really well. The pink one, it's perfect. It's obviously the one that's supposed to go with it. But we're on this guy, see if anybody would like it. Looking at you, Florida Georgia girl, because you bought the other ones. She must have left. Went to another show. Um. Yeah, I do actually. Hold on, let me grab this other box. So we've got these, and I'm not sure what that is. Oh boy, this stuff's heavy. And then there's one in here that's just kind of different. Weird. Quite sure what that's about. It doesn't fit with everything else. It's cats. Who loves cats? Um, can I bundle a half yard of each color wave, including the color wave? Like color wave. Are you talking about these? Oh, the stripe is the only one I have left. Florida Georgia girl bought the other ones. This is the only one I have left of the Amy Butler. But maybe we'll find just something else fabulous. So this is 2 3/4 yards. I'm just going to sell it as one, or I'm sorry, 1 3/4. I'm just going to sell it as one, so we don't have to cut it. This is an AGF Art Gallery fabric from Mr. Domestic was the designer, and the name of the line is Catch and Release. And it's just got some really pretty blue mountains and cabins on it. You can see the cool cabins. Oops, there's the cabins. It's just a really pretty stripe. If anyone wants to grab that, it's just $8. You are going to get a yard and 3/4 because it's pretty. And Florida Georgia girl must have heard her mating call, which is AGF. Now this, oh, this might be good. You guys might like this. It's Tina Givens, which is a very well-known designer from Free Spirit. Oh, and now I see what they are. They're like houses. You can see them really well on the screen, but in person you don't see them as well. But this is from Westminster Fiber, so it's definitely an older fabric. Tina Givens, and it's called Castle Row. This colorway is definitely a green. Let's see what's here. There's 2 yards here. But it does run across the fabric instead of like up and down, like the selvage is over here. But if anybody's interested in this guy, it is Tina Givens. I know that's a fairly well-known designer and collectible. Here's another green. Let's see what this one is. This is a Free Spirit as well. It's from So Kind of Wonderful. Did I just read that? Modcloth. And I know this is somebody's logo. I just don't know what it is. Um, Plustera. And it's literally just a Monstera leaf, green background, kind of teal, and then it's got a little bit of pink pluses in the back. Really cute fabric. Modcloth Free Spirit. Okay. Let's see. That one doesn't go. This guy. This is kind of a different mod fabric. Modern look to it. Oh, it's the same one from the Monstera line we just had. I'll run it, but since no one grabbed the Monstera, I guess thought you guys want this one. But here it is. And I believe the designer was So Kind of Wonderful, but it is a Free Spirit fabric, so of course it feels fabulous. Next up, these appear to be matchy-matchy. This is Cozy Up by Coriota of Coriander Quilts. So we've got this with the flowers. This appears to be a match, part of the line. And then this, I believe, is the solid they bought to go with it. I'm going to say somebody was going to make a quilt. And these were the colors, because in person, this perfectly matches this. I know it looks weird on the screen. But we'll just run it a yard at a time, see if anybody wants some Coriander acorns, because those are actually super cute. But I'm kind of a sucker for Coriander. Might be a little bit of my problem. But yeah, there's some acorns. See if the white paper kind of changes the color a little bit. A little bit. Jolie, you want a yard of the acorns? Fabulous. I'll run a second yard in case anybody else would like some. And we'll run the matching flowers. So here's the little flower print that matches it, if you'd like a yard of that as well. Jolie's my MVP today. Thank you. And then I'll go ahead and run a yard of this just in case somebody else wants to grab it that's in the room. And then this is just a solid that happens to go with it. And I'm just gonna run it for 4 a yard if anybody just wants a solid green. Because usually solids are a little less expensive than the prints. So if you want a green that matches it, grab it. So this is a fun print. This is from Paintbrush Studios. And I'm in the Kansas City area, so of course I know all about Paintbrush Studio. They're headquartered here in Kansas City in downtown, and they actually do all their printing in the USA. This is called Sky Gazing. I actually I used a different colorway. We must all be shopping at the same quilt shops. I used a little different colorway, and I used this as a sky on a quilt that I had made that had I don't know if any of you have made the sailboat quilt where it looks like a sailboat, and then you have it up against a sky. And I had a blue colorway of this. This is like a peach, a dark peach color, pink maybe. So if anybody would like a yard of this, let me know. We'll get it to you. You can come and live at your house. But it is Paintbrush Studios. It looks like it's fall of 2021, according to the selvage, and it is 100% cotton. Next, this appears to be. This is Speckled from Ruby Star. And I'm going to say this is a 108 quilt back. Yes. It's a 108. And it's about a yard. And it's like a teal color. These are metallic gold flecks in it. If you can see the little flecks. Those aren't metallic, but these ones are. So if you're looking for a yard of 108 for just $8, and it's speckled by Ruby Star, can't go wrong. Florida Georgia girl coming your way, friend. Oh, what's this guy? Binnertex. Isn't that really stunning? Hmm. It's Rhapsody, Binnertex Canvas, Rhapsody by Greta Lynn, Binnertex, and it's hashtag Darling Dahlia. Great blue colors. Like, if you like royal blue colors, this is a beautiful saturated blue. That is gorgeous. And it's just $8 for the yard if anybody wants to grab it. What is this one? This looks like a paintbrush, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what we can find on this selvage. It is. It's a P&B textile. I got everything today. It's called By the Sea. Original artwork by Maria Over. P&B Textiles. Creative Sparrow. There's a lot of stuff on this selvage. That's like a book. But P&B Textiles. Let me verify that it's a yard before I burst anybody's bubble. But it's kind of cool. They look like little, I don't know. I think they look like mermaid fins. Whoever cut it decided to use a painting shears, but if anyone needs fabric that looks like the sea, bubbles up in the sea, I guess. Oh, got an interesting one coming up. I don't know about this one. I thought this was Alexander Henry when I first glanced at it, but it's not. It's Moda. It's Avant Garden by Momo for Moda Fabrics, 100% Japan. I thought maybe it was a panel. It's not a panel. It's just a nice printed scene that repeats. And it goes uppy downy. That's always fun. And fun to try to show people. This is a really pretty piece of fabric. So this is like, do you see? It's like the selvage is here, and you know, like a lot of the stuff from uh Alexander Henry, it always goes like up and down instead of across. But this is a really cool looking panel. Well, it's not even a panel; it's fabric, but it's called Avant Garden by Momo from Motive Fabrics. We've got 2 yards of it. If the first yard sells, we'll run the second. But it's really cool. It's a cool piece of fabric. Baker Bella, welcome in. Good to see you. Running the second yard. If anybody wants 2 yards of it, or if somebody else wants to grab the other yard. Right, one for Jackson's Grammy, one for Baker Bella. That's a real. You're gonna like. Guys are like, why'd you sell that so cheap? But it's pretty. I'd be afraid to cut it. That's my trouble. That's my trouble is that I don't want to sell anything because it's too pretty to cut up. Here's another pretty one. Figo. Emily Taylor. EmilyTaylor.ca. Now there's a website you don't see very often. .ca. Prickly Pear by Emily Taylor. 100% cotton. It is Figo. You can tell by feeling it, but it is. It's another kind of a dark kind of the fabric kind of owns you. It's really gorgeously printed. This is running. It's just $8 for the yard. If anybody wants a yard of it's called Prickly Pear. We don't have a huge amount of use for it in Missouri, but somebody had it. Next up, this is definitely, definitely a paintbrush. This is Fish Hope by Hoodie Crescent for Paintbrush Studios. Let me verify that this is a yard. And it's just a really cool, easy to use textured fabric. If anybody would like the yard, it's up and running now. If anyone would like it. And, you know, in case you want these cute little things to live in your house. Can you rerun the Figo, of course? There's also 2 yards here, so if you want both yards, I'll run it twice. But here's that one. Little different look on it, but same fabric. Just $8 for the yard if you'd like it. And I'm going to go ahead and run the second yard just in case anybody else would like it. Thank you, Baker Bella. I appreciate that. What is this guy? This is another paintbrush. It's folded funky. I think the rest of these might be paintbrush. This is like a yard on the button. This one is like little raindrops. Just some nice blue little raindrops. If anybody would like this yard, it's your chance to grab it. Who wouldn't like raindrops? I know what I was thinking when I saw the raindrops. I was thinking, that's directional. That sounds like a lot of work. I saw one that I thought, so we did the Fish Hope one a minute ago. This one's part of Fish Hope too. And I just thought it was adorable. It's just a bunch of fish. Colorway is teal on this one. You can kind of tell by the background is teal, but it's got these just darling little fish on it. So if you ever need to do a quilt with like a little fish aquarium on it, here's your fabric. And that's running. If anybody would like it. Next, these appear to go together. Looks like a second yard of something. This is Willow Creek by Barbara Eichmeyer for paintbrush. And I'm pretty sure this is Willow Creek as well. So it's like two fabrics that match each other. So here's the stripe. We'll just run it first. Florida Georgia Girl, we got you for the stripe. And then here is the, like a farm. This is a fabulous horse and rider. And then there's like a couple horses. It's just a really cool. And running that one in case anybody needs it. Bella, we got you for that one. Thank you very much. Let's see. This one. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That one doesn't match. It's cool. It is Shell Rummel, Natural Affinity by Free Spirit. Who knows Shell Rummel? I know it's one of their designers because I see like their emails and stuff that have that person's name on it. Shell Rummel. It's called Terrain. It's gray with white stripes. If anyone needs some gray with white, what are those called? To show like the terrain. Oh, what are the odds? It's called terrain. Ha ha ha. Go figure. Go figure. So these two, I believe, are both Bloom. These are paintbrush as well. I can't see where it says paintbrush, but I just know they are. So here's the first one. It's kind of their focus fabric. It's got the kind of, what is this color? Like a cinnamon color, I would call it. So we'll run this guy, see if anybody would like this one. And then, what were you asking for the gray? Jolie, I'll grab it. I threw it off to the side here. This one goes to Baker Bella. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And then here's the matching one that goes with it. Just another yard. If you want to go all matchy-matchy on me. Okay. And then let me grab this gray one. And we will run it again. This is so nice because now I don't have to carry these. Here was the Shell Rummel one, the one that was the gray. I'll go ahead and run that if you're still wanting it. And there is 2 yards here, so I'm going to go ahead and run the second yard just in case you want it or if somebody else does. Okay, we got you for a yard. And then this feels super soft, but I'm not sure I see anything written on this selvage. I mean, it's definitely got selvage, so we're getting somewhere there. Oh, it's really, really light. Designed by Alwyn, but I can't read anything else on it. This is just a really nice background. It's got blue, and it actually looks like, well, if I just say what it looks like chicken scratch. Like a chicken scratched a window and left like a blue claw mark. Do you see that? See those little claw marks? Terrible. I said it out loud. But if anyone needs a yard of the chicken scratch on a window, we do have it. And then the piece de resistance. And then there's a bunch of fat quarters here. They look like they're all cave fat quarters. So I can always run those if anybody wants them. These are cats. Like, it's literally the brightest thing in the box. It is high fashion fabrics. So definitely vintage. I don't think high fashion's been around for a while, or they changed their name. But they're just like a bunch of cats crowded into they're cute. So if you need some bright colored cats, that's running. And I'm going to see how much yardage is here just to see if we might be able to run it again. And we do have 2 yards. How exciting. They're really cute though. Bella, I got you for the first yard and now I'm going to run the second. They're really cute. All right, you're just getting the whole piece. Yay. No, cutting. What's in this bag? No. Weird thread. Thread scares me because it's always so hit or miss. There's a bunch of fat quarters in here. They appear to be all cave. So if you guys like cave and you're into fat quarters, I think we actually have a mystery fat quarter in our. We seem to end up with a lot of cave fat quarters. I haven't really figured out why, but we always do. So I'm going to update our listing, and we're just going to burn through these fat quarters and see if anybody would like to take any of these little guys home. I'm just going to update the weight really quick as well as the price because fat quarters don't weigh much. And we've been running them for 4 if I remember correctly, starting them at 4 anyway. So if anybody is into fat quarters, we got a bunch that we're about to start rolling through. Um, and these are folded really nice. It makes me feel like they were folded at factory. But here's the first one. It's the feathers. That's like kind of green and purples in it. Oh, I ran it for 30 seconds. Do we all just want to hang out for a minute, talk amongst ourselves? Sometimes I do that. I go and update stuff, and for some reason it doesn't update my... For some reason it updates my, like, I only wanted to run for like maybe 10 seconds. Because we can blow through these pretty quickly if we're careful. So nobody grabbed this guy. Oh, but it's running again. So we'll let it go through and then we'll do another one. The next one's really pretty. It's got like black and white polka dots on it. This guy, look at him. I'm going to say he's called Pansies or something. So it's got some pretty pansies, black and white polka dot background. These are all cave. They look like they're like factory cut and folded. Here's a pretty red. This one is, looks like little windows. So we're going to that one, see if anybody wants to grab him. Oh, Jolie, thank you. It's a cute pink and purple with green dots. Boy, that'll pull a quilt together if you have those three colors in it. Here we have a strangely folded one. It's a fat quarter though. This one is a green background. It's not the selvage side, which is too bad because I could tell you the name of the pattern. But it is like a green background and then it's got some really cool flowers on it. And these appear to be all cave, so. And here's an orange with green. And if I'm not mistaken, these green are kind of ombre on this. See how they're darker at the top and the bottom? So they have a really cool ombre. And then here's one you see a lot. This was one of their rainbow ones that they did. This is, I believe this is the pastel version. That was a fun fabric. And then here's one that appears to be like different little blocks of diagonal stripes. That's fun. Oranges, browns, dark gray. A lot of darker colors in this one. Here's one I'm pretty sure is out of print. This one is like a tan background with the weird flower things. It's like a whole stack of these things. I haven't seen this one for a while. Do you guys remember this one? They look like little green eyeballs, but they're not. They're little fat quarters. Loud, but fun. Well, welcome and thank you for your first purchase. What's this one? Oh, that's pretty. That's just a nice, just the flowers that they're known for. Very cool. Jolie. Oh, no, Ab ended up with that one. Now this is definitely from the new line that just came out. That was Kafe and who was that guy? Kafe and Morris and Company, where they went through and recolored in kind of Morris and Company colors. The quilt shop that I usually sell out of, they actually have a lot of this on bolts. So if anybody's looking for this in yardage, you should join our show that we do on Saturdays because we can get you this, and it's actually on sale right now. I think it just, I guess Free Spirit has like certain like rules that you can't mark things down for a certain amount of time, and I think that one literally just hit the mark down. So this does have a dark green background, but it's just got those huge flowers. Oh, Bella likes this one. And this is another one that's got some good like green. Oh, see this one actually is a selvage. I get so excited. It's a Philip Jacobs. It's called Brassica. And it's just like a green. I don't know how green it looks on there, but it's kind of like a mint green and blue. Um, Here's another one. I think we had one similar to this. Very cool, big flowers. If anybody wants this guy, he's running. Jolie, got you another one. Sweet. This is just a stripe. Is it tint stripe or was that Tulip Pink that had the one called tint stripe? It doesn't have a name on it, but I know that's what it probably was. But it's like a brown and red stripe. I don't know if any of you have ever sewn with the Kafe shot cottons. As long as you like starch the crap out of them, they're so fun to sew with. They look so cool. Here's another one of this one. We had a darker colorway a minute ago. This one looks like it's like the brighter colors on the colorway. So if you like the brighter colors, this is probably a better one than the pastel one that we just had. Um, this one we actually have two of, and they're right next to each other. So we'll run the first one. See if anybody likes these dots. Oh, this one actually, this is a Brandon Mabley flower dot. Clever name. I won't run that one since we didn't grab the other one. Here's that square one. I wish one of these would have the selvage so I could see the name of it. But that guy's running. It's just like a bunch of squares with diagonal lines in them. Let me make sure I got all these out of the box here in just a second because I'm getting to the bottom. This looks like one of the newer ones too. It's got white selvage, but we didn't get anything printed on it. But this is like the recolored version, I'm almost sure. And it's got some great colors in it. Okay, Bella. Thank you. And then this one, is this buttons? I'm pretty sure these are buttons. And they're very neutral. They're gray, and then it's got the cool little buttons on it. And then I'm going to reach in this box and make sure I got them all out because they're kind of shoved in there. Oh, I didn't get them all out. I got another handful. Got a few more. No one grabbed the buttons. They're so neutral. There's like nothing neutral in Cave. Here's one. It's just a light blue, purple, red dots. A lot going on. Like I said, these are fat quarters. They appear to be factory folded because I don't think I could ever fold them this perfectly. And this is it Aboriginal or Ab something? And this happens to be pink. And then it's got little gray uh, concentric circles, I guess you would call them in the middle, if you could see that. And I feel like these are all still Cave. Here's one with rainbow. And this one's I think this is a brighter rainbow than the one we had earlier. Ah, Jolie, grab that one. Sweet. This one's cool. It's like kind of Brady Bunch. It was called Tiddlywinks. And it's just a regular bright colorway. Oh, this is there's two of these actually, it looks like. Yeah, there's two of these. The first one sells, we'll run the second one. This one's a nice orange background. The flowers are pink. Middle section's blue. Abba, thank you. And then we'll go ahead and run the second one in case anybody else would like it. What was this one called? We had one like it earlier, and now I forgot the name. But this one has a light blue background and just has the different little pebbles in it. And these are fat quarters. I do also have capped shipping, so no one pays more than $9.22, I think it is, for shipping. Fill a box. This one says Cave on it. I can see it, but I can't see the name. I want to see the name. Name is cut off. We do have the color dots. Oh, we got a little bit of it. I'm going to guess it's some kind of shawl. But this one has a really great black background. And then there's like a huge flower in the middle of it. I hate to unfold it because I'll never get it folded back. But if you're just looking for you can see the rest of the flower on the inside. You actually get one of the big flowers, which is sometimes hard to get in a fat quarter, not gonna lie. I think this one might be one of the new colorways. This is just a cool fabric too. Looks like a little paisley guy in there. That's kind of cool. But thank you. And then this looks like the last one in this pile, unless I find some more in another box. What is this one? It's Brandon Mabley. It is blue with green, and here it is. I knew it would be here. He actually hid the word cave in the fabric, so it looks like it doesn't say anything, but if you look, you can find the word cave in it, and it's kind of funny. I don't think there's any like cuss words or anything fun, but this one is blue, and the letters are in green. Okay. Okay, we went through cave once. Yay! Let me walk over to this other stack box, whatever. See what else is in there. These look a little more vintage, I think. There's also like an older polyester quilt top in there, and it looks like it's been hand sewn, like hand stitched together, um, but not finished. It's just the quilt top. Not sure exactly what to do with that, but um, oh, I wish I had this one earlier. We had some like Americana themed fabric, and this is American Primer by Minnick and Simpson, which is the same brand as those. I don't think it's the same line, but it was the same brand or the same designer that we had a little earlier. And see, it's a nice piece of, it's a yard, and it's got like little half moons, and it reminds me of a border print. Pretty sure that's what it is. Um, and since we're back at yardage, so I'm gonna jump this back up to 8 for the yard. We're just gonna run this. If anybody wants the full yard, feel free to grab it. If not, we've got some other stuff in the stack here. This is just a cool stripe, like a QT Fabrics Turnowski. Just a nice colorful stripe would make a really cool. Oh, I think I ran it for 4 for the yard, so if anybody wants to grab it for 4, my mistake is your gain. Jolie, I'll cut you a yard of that. Gotta remember to go in and update my listing. I think I'd be doing this for a while. I would have gotten better at it, but I just don't have that many shows. Like a lot of people have like 3 or 4 a week. And God bless them. But here's a nice pink. Fabrics by Blueprint. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Blueprint. Boundless. And this is a yard for just $8. It's just kind of a cool pink wave in it. You can see white here, so the background on it's kind of a light pink. Very cute fabric. So I got a yard running now, and then I'm going to measure this really quick. See if we might be able to run a second yard. I think we can. Florida Georgia Girl, we at least got you for the first. Did my 3-yard person strike again? Yeah, there's 3 yards of this. So I'm going to run another yard, see if anybody wants to grab a second yard. If that one sells, we'll run a third. Oh, it actually says down here fractals. I don't know if that matters. If you're looking for a certain brand or layout or something. Oh, this feels old school. Do you guys remember the fabric they used to sell that was shiny? And it had like a coating on it. And it wasn't like weather resistant coating. It was just a weird shiny coating. And they had a name for it, and it'll come to me. But that's what this is. This is a raspberry color. And I think you can see the shimmer to it. And it's just an old school shimmery fabric. There's no name on the selvage. Polished. That was it, Draz. Polished. So this is a polished cotton. I accidentally ran it for 30 seconds if anybody wants it. Um, but yeah, I hadn't seen that for a really long time. So I was like, when I just saw it in that box, I was like, that's very polished. It's very bright. Um, while we're doing that, let me see what's under here. I do have some things in the buy it now. If any of you have earned any coupons or just want to redeem some of them, you can redeem them out in the buy it now. There's some ribbon out there, um, things like that you might want to go out there and grab just to use your coupons. Or if you already have free shipping, you might as well go out and grab some other things just to get your money's worth. I'm not sure. This one doesn't have anything on the selvage I can find, but it's a really fun print. It's just got these really cool little turn flowers on it. I'm not even sure what to say. But we'll go ahead and run that. It's just $8 for the yard. Um, but it's got some really nice kind of bright colors and some little turnbuckles in it. And oh, here's some mini charms. Okay. We might run some of these mini charms then, in case if anybody's interested in mini charms. Oh my gosh, 30 seconds is a really long time, y'all. I guess it's not when you're bidding, but this is a really cool fabric. It's another one that, see how it's got the birds flying around in it? It's very subtle. Um, looking for selvage. It's a Northcott. I got that much information on the selvage. 100% cotton. Oh, it's called Atlantic Shore. Oh, where'd it go? Atlantic Shore from Northcott. There's where it says Atlantic Shore. And it's just a really cool, like a bird fabric. If you need anything for like a background, especially if you're doing a sea themed quilt, this would be fabulous. Did I do 30 again? Am I ever going to learn? Probably not. So these seem to all be free spirit, these little charmy packs, mini charms. This is a cool blue. This is Bridget Heitland for Zen Chick from Moda. This is a yard. And it's just a nice, it actually looks like the cool uh, sewing that people do. The Kantha quilts, where they do the big stitches on them. This looks a lot like it. So this is running. I just have the yard. Okay. This guy is, oh my gosh, look at those darling little bows on the selvage. This line is called Little Red in the Woods. Jill Haworth 2018 Riley Blake. But I wish there was a way I could cut off those bows. Those are fabulous. But these are like little footprints. I think they're chicken footprints, but if you're going with Little Red Riding Hood, they'd have to be like the pigs, maybe? Or the pig footprints? Not sure, but either way, I'm going to go ahead and run that. Just $8 for the yard. Nice neutral. Jackson's Grammy, we got you for a yard. And there is a second yard there, so if anybody else would like a yard, I'm going to run it again. Okay, Jackson's Grammy, we got you for 2. This one, there's a lot of this. I don't know what somebody was going to do with this. We got a plan. Because there's a F ton. I'm going to check and make sure there's nothing on this selvage. I don't know. Nothing on the selvage. I can't tell. It's beautiful and it's got these great, it's got to be vintage of some sort or an older fabric. There's a lot of it here. I don't know what somebody planned to do with it. But we're going to go ahead and run it, see if anybody would like it to live at their house with them. And it should be running now if anybody would like to grab a yard. Then we've got this gold one. And then we'll do the mini charms that I just found in this box. Oh, Jazz, you got a yard? And then I'm going to run another yard because I know there's one more yard here just in case somebody wants it. It is. It's a gorgeous fabric. I'm sad there's nothing on the selvage, though, to tell me who made it or... But we'll get that sent to you guys. And hopefully I didn't cut up some amazingly priceless piece of fabric. Because I did that once before. I had something... You're welcome, Jazz. I had something from Tulip Pink. It was Flutterbee, I think was the name of the line. And I had like this huge piece of it that somebody had just like dropped off. And they're like, that would have been worth a lot of money if you kept it together. This is another really pretty one. It's Teresa Chan, and you can see it's real shiny. Camelot Fabrics. Don't use it for sleepwear, y'all. And that's all the information I have on it. It does look like there's a lot here. What'd I do with that little note that was on it? There was a little note that I just pulled off of it. Well, anyway, beautiful piece of fabric. Nice and got a nice sheen to it. If you're doing anything that's like an Asian themed quilt, this would be a beautiful fabric for it. And I'm just going to run a yard of that. See if anybody would like some. I think someone told me you can usually tell modern it is if it tells you not to use it for children's sleepwear. Um, Here were the little mini charms that I found. Super tiny, 2.5 by 2.5. Somebody had $8 on them each. That's crazy. And then there's a couple of them. These say Free Spirit, but I don't know if they're just solids. I thought these were like that Tulip Pink line of solids. It looks like it. But it doesn't actually say. It just says Free Spirit. So I don't know if it is for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update the listing to reflect these. I'm just going to do them for $4 a piece. I think there's like 5 or 6 a piece in this in quilt shops. So if anybody wants to get a few of those, we'll just run them for starting at 4. Hopefully you can get a deal. And they're just tiny. They're just the mini charms, so they're 2.5 by 2.5 inches. And I'm just gonna start. I'll just take this one first. They are mixed, so it's not a whole pile of the same ones. Let's see if you can actually see these. See how they're a mix of a bunch of different fabrics. They're not all the same, but they look like it almost looks like each one has the exact same stack. Jazz will put your name on this one. Here's another one. It's very, yeah, the stack looks almost exactly the same. I must have put them in a pile and just cut them all at once. So another one is running if anybody else would like one. Jolie will get you one. There you go. Here's another one. These are the 2.5 by 2.5, so they're a little tiny. They're little tiny, guys. Baker Bella. There's another one. Looks like there's 2 more after this guy of the cave ones with the bright colors. I do have 2 of the solid, like rainbow looking ones. Big Bella, got you for another one. And second to the last one running. Anybody needs it? Big Bella, got you for that one. And here's the final one. She's a running, running, running. Jazz, got you another one. And then these other 2 that were in there are like rainbow. See the rainbow on the side? And I'm pretty sure these are Tula Pink solids. Just from what I've seen. So we'll run one of those. That one's real fluffy, so you can really see the colors in it. I think I flipped through it too many times. Oh, Big Bella. And then here's the other one. Oh, that's Scrammy. Okay. Hold on, let me go grab another box. Can flip through that one. See if we can find something good in there. Oh. like there's some more of these. I think these are some more of that Hush. No. This one is Minky Kim. I know that name. Oh, wow. Ooh, like psychedelic print. Wow. A lot going on right there. Let's see. We'll start with these. What's going on with these? Okay. That wasn't a very big box, actually. I thought it was going to be bigger. Okay. Oh, here's another Amy Butler. You guys will like that one. Another Amy Butler. These are on the table, so we'll start with them. So this is just a nice little blender. It's got all these cool, like easy to use colors. It is a Free Spirit from Virginia Wolf or Virginia Finley Wolf. It was called Night Fancy. And it was from Free Spirit. Oh, the name on the selvage says Drift. So if that helps you find it. There's 3 yards here. My 3-yard bandit shark again. Let me go through and update the listing again since we're not doing the little 2.5-inch squares. So we'll pop this back up and put the shipping back where it is for because we're doing whole yards now. So you're getting a whole yard. I am going to run this. The first time is just for a yard. And if that sells, we'll run the second yard. But Vicky Finley Wolf. Just a really nice blender. It's very pretty fabric. Jolie, got you for a yard. And since we do have 3 yards, I'm going to run it again, see if anybody else would like to grab a piece. Before I blow your eyes out with this one that's it's so bright. Actually, we'll do this one first just because it's there. This is also Riley Blake. This is Minky Kim. I don't know if you're familiar with that designer. This is one of her earlier pieces. This was Idyllic was the name of the line that Minky Kim had. It's one of her first from back in 2020. And then look at the cute selvage with the little scissors stuck in a bobbin. That is so adorable. But this is kind of a low volume blender. It does have pink and red dots. Then it's got all these little black dots throughout it. But it's literally just a sweet little blender. And it's running now if anybody would like to grab a yard. Rachel had some of the cutest backpacks. Minky Kim did backpacks. Oh my goodness, they were adorable. Here is, what is this? This is 3 yards of Adrienne Lebon called Big Geo. The next one underneath it, so this is black, white, and gray. It's black, and then it goes to gray, and then back to black, and here's your selvage. And then it just repeats on the other side with the gray in the middle. Very psychedelic. It actually looks super cool on the screen, I think. Sewing with it might be a little awkward, I don't know. But would that not make the coolest border, or maybe even a binding? I'm going to run another yard of it in case someone else wants it, or if Baker wants another one. That is such a cool fabric. And then here, same fabric, same print, just a different colorway. This one has blue and light blue in it. And then it's got, as it goes to the end, it gets a little bit of purple. And then there's the blue color. Super cool fabric. Bella, thank you. Got you for a yard. And then I'm going to run another yard. Just make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, Baker, got you for a yard on that too. Doesn't say how much it's here. Don't know if that's true or not. Problem. They say what color it is, but they don't know. I don't know what it is. Is this the same? Holy moly. Ha 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 ha. Adrian Levon. Same line, different colorway. This one's got all the colors. Literally all the colors. Look at that. This one doesn't fade to anything. It's called Mardi Gras, which makes perfect sense. I actually feel like I gotta get the full effect of this one. This one's got a lot of color in it. Wow. Y'all have to tell me what you make with this. I mean, it'd be like a cool bag. That would be so cool. Okay, I'll run it and quit talking about it. I'm trying to think of what I would do with it instead of just selling it. Not terrible. Baker Bella, gotcha for a yard. I'm going to run another yard because I know there's at least two here. Actually, it says there's three. So Jolie got you for a yard. And then I'm going to run the third yard to see if anybody would like it. Okay, Baker, we got you for 2 yards. And I should be able to cut those continuous, so that should work out okay. Here's a cute blender. A little older. It's Moda. Oh, my hand's in the way. Hometown Quilts by Kathy Schmidt's Studio for Moda. And if you look at it, I'm pretty sure that's barbed wire. Yeah. That is gray on black, so the background's gray. Leans a little blue, but it's mostly gray. And then it's got these, and it looks maybe a little bit grungy. I don't know if you could see it in the screen, see how in the inside, it looks really blue in my monitor, but it's not. It's a much darker color. But I'm pretty sure that's barbed wire. And it's called Hometown Quilt, and it's written in font that makes me feel like it was made for like Quilts of Valor or something. But we'll go ahead and run a yard of that if anybody would like it. That looks like just a plain old. That looks like grunge, but it's not. Okay, Jolie, got you for a yard, and then I'm going to run another yard just in case somebody else wants it. It looks so light on the screen, but I swear it's not that light. This I thought was grunge. It's not. This is a cut of a 108. It's a half a yard of a 108. It's Wilmington. It looks just like grunge. Like so much like grunge. And the reason I know it's a 108 is because it actually says it perfectly centered on the selvage. So Danny Nye, licensed to Wilmington Prints, Essential 108. And this isn't white; it's like an off-white. And it just looks like a grunge. So I'm gonna go ahead and run that guy. Like I said, it's a 108, so you're getting basically a yard of fabric, but actually a little more than that. That's a good one. This is a canvas. It's cute. It's cute. I can't see how much is here though. Here's what's on this selvage. If anyone can read, I can't. I think it says Cone Mill or Cone Mills. It's just a huge piece of canvas fabric. I don't even know how to sell this. It's so big. Oh, found it. I can figure out where the selvages were. Did our 3-yard bandit find us again? It's almost 3 yards, I think. Like I said, no name on the selvage. It's a very cute stripe, very pretty stripe, with sailboats. And they are tossed. Like some go up and down like these. And then like this one down here actually is upside down. So you can use it either direction. So some are up, some are down. And then it's got that traditional cool blue stripe. I know it's a canvas. I'm just going to run it for 80 yard. Like I said, there's like 2 and some odd yards here. So if anybody wants it, you can go ahead and grab it. It would be really cute, like to decorate a boy's room or something. A little boy. Or heck, a little girl if you live near the ocean. It's a big piece of fabric. It's heavy too. This is Floral Couture Westminster Fibers. So everyone here's older. Well, not even Westminster, Rowan Westminster Fibers. That's a flashback. This is Lark by Amy Butler. And it's a orange background with blue flowers. Show you both sides so you can see what it looks like. And we're just gonna go ahead and run a yard of that. It's just $8. Can't go wrong with Amy Butler. Baker. Get you for that yard. You can't tell how much is there, so I'm just gonna do 1 yard. It's hard to tell with some of these the way they were folded. Then I think this might be our last one because it's getting late and some of us have work tomorrow. But I was so excited. I wanted to get some of this stuff out and look at it. This is April Rosenthal, Love Lily, Prairie Patterns. It says on there. Oh, I can't get it to focus. Prairie Patterns. This is a little greener in person than it's showing on my screen. And then it's got the selvage with this cute little, life is tough, my darling, but so are you. That's cute. But they're tiny, tiny little pluses. Do you see that? Oh, focus. Focus. You can see them better there. They're little pluses all over the little fabric. Looks like there's at least a couple yards there, so I'll run it. And if no one grabs it, we'll have to call it a day. Oh, Jackson's Grammy. Got you for the first yard. I'll run the second. And then maybe we should raid to somebody. I think there's still a few of us left in there. Let me see what's going on. I thank you everybody for your purchases tonight. I'm usually not on during the week, so it feels a little weird, but trying. So let's jump on recently rated, I guess. We'll just pick one. Yeah, I just asked it to pick us a random show. So it was nice to talk to everyone tonight, especially during the week, early in the week. But everybody have a wonderful week. We do have a show on Saturday again, so if you want to bookmark that, you can go and they're all listed under our shows, and we hope to see you for that. We may end up doing a show tomorrow night. We had somebody who said they were going to drop off some fabric. This is the season where everybody's cleaning out their closets, so they said they might drop off some fabric. If they do, we'll have the show. If not, I'll just move it out a little bit. But yeah, well, let's go ahead and raid into. I just had him pick someone random, so let's see what happens. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Have a good night.